Before start the video, please subscribe. We request you from the bottom of our heart, please subscribe and activate the bell icon. This April 2023 solar eclipse begins at sunrise in the southern Indian Ocean and visits only 3 countries, Australia, Timor-Leste, and Indonesia. The eclipse ends at sunset in the Pacific Ocean just above the equator near the international date line. How a hybrid eclipse works. Because Earth is round and three-dimensional, some points on the globe are closer to or farther from the Moon at any given moment. About 5% of the time, the wobbly orbit of the Moon lines up so that during an eclipse, the Moon's shadow passes over points on the globe that are significantly farther away from the Moon than others. People at these points in the path of totality will experience the eclipse as if it were annular and see the ring of fire. People at the closer points will experience the eclipse as if it were a total eclipse and see the sun's corona. How to see the hybrid solar eclipse. On April 20, 2023, if you're somewhere near the West Cape Peninsula of Western Australia, Eastern Timor-Leste, or the West Papuan Island of Indonesia, make plans now to view the event. Check out this simulator to find out where you would have which eclipse experience, and remember to protect your eyes. It is not safe to look directly at the sun during any kind of eclipse without eclipse glasses or a special solar filter on your camera. If you're lucky enough to be in its path, don't miss out on this extraordinary hybrid eclipse. The next one won't happen again until November 14, 2031. This eclipse begins as an annular solar eclipse, quickly transitions to a total solar eclipse, and ends as an annular solar eclipse. This type of solar eclipse is called an annular total solar eclipse or hybrid solar eclipse. The maximum duration of total phase of solar eclipse is 1 minute and 16 seconds near Timor-Leste. You can find our certified safe eclipse glasses. Solar eclipses, they're the fantastic phenomena of the firmament that have captured humanity's imagination since time immemorial. Ancient Chaco people etched celebratory petroglyphs of the unearthly displays into dry desert stone. The Maya famously predicted their occurrences with advanced astronomical, calendrical, and mathematical systems. And on April 20, 2023, you can partake in this long line of human sun experiences with one of the rarest types of solar eclipses, a hybrid solar eclipse. This total solar eclipse is the first of a remarkable series that Australia will enjoy in the coming decades. After this eclipse, the Moon's shadow will again visit Australia in 2028, 2030, 2037, 2038, 2066, 2068, 2077, and 2093. The inner shadow of the Moon, umbra, first touches land at the Ningaloo coast of northwestern Australia, a World Heritage Site with rich wildlife including coral reefs, whale sharks, reef sharks, manta rays at sea and emus, kangaroos, and tortoises at land. Within Australia, only the Exmouth Peninsula and several islands are within the path of total solar eclipse. The Moon's shadow then races to the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste where eclipse visitors on boats can enjoy snorkeling and scuba diving. The point of maximum solar eclipse is close to Timor-Leste. Next, the total solar eclipse envelops Indonesia at several islands and the provinces of West Papua and Papua in the easternmost extent of Indonesia. The last landfall of eclipse is at the Schouten Islands and the path of total solar eclipse later comes very close to several islands of the Micronesian archipelago. The two maps below show the narrow path of the eclipse over the Exmouth Peninsula of Western Australia, the nation of Timor-Leste, and the Papua and West Papua provinces of Indonesia. Cities where at least part of the total eclipse is visible: Exmouth, Western Australia, and Australia. Some cities of the world where partial eclipse is visible: Amsterdam Island, French Southern Territories; Port-au-Prince, French Southern Territories, France; Perth, Western Australia, Australia; Jakarta, Jakarta Special Capital Region, Indonesia; Makassar, South Sulawesi, Indonesia; Dili, Timor-Leste; Darwin, Northern Territory, Australia; General Santos, Philippines; Manokwari, West Papua, Indonesia; Port Moresby, Papua New Guinea. Negurulmit, Palau. Honiara, Solomon Islands. Hagednya, Guam. Saipan, Northern Mariana Islands. Baker Island, U.S. Minor Outlying Islands. Palikir, Pohnpei, Micronesia. Funafuti, Tuvalu. Yaren, Nauru. Tarawa, Kiribati. Majuro, Marshall Islands. A hybrid solar eclipse will occur on Thursday, April 20, 2023. A solar eclipse occurs when the moon passes between Earth and the Sun, thereby totally or partly obscuring the image of the Sun for a viewer on Earth. A total solar eclipse occurs when the moon's apparent diameter is larger than the Sun's, blocking all direct sunlight, turning day into darkness. A hybrid solar eclipse is a rare type of solar eclipse that changes its appearance as the moon's shadow moves across the Earth's surface. Totality occurs in a narrow path across the surface of the Earth, with the partial solar eclipse visible over a surrounding region thousands of kilometers wide. Hybrid solar eclipses are extremely rare, with only 3.1% of solar eclipses in the 21st century, hybrid eclipses. Totality for this eclipse will be visible in the northwest Cape Peninsula and Barrow Island in Western Australia, eastern parts of East Timor, as well as Damar Island and parts of the province of Papua in Indonesia. It is a hybrid eclipse, with portions of its path near sunrise and sunset as annular. Finally, this eclipse will not visible in U.S. states. At last, please subscribe for latest updates.